you're right, D.A. Thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Rondo in at the 1. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. And stolen by Kuzma. It's rebounded by Houston.
Very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in. Oh, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Green, the pass to Kuzma. Count it.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
LeBron against Gordon. Knocks it loose. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Westbrook with the bucket.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Green finds Kuzma. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 6. Fader on the way. Westbrook pulls it in.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Now here's Westbrook. There's the 3.
Yeah, and the appreciation I have for Rondo, he's able to stay with this man and then uses his speed to just affect the shot.
Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, but it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division, but only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And there's the pass to Gordon. The 3. The Rockets again can't hit. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the 2nd round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Houston making some changes. Manuel House comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. The Lakers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Anthony Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Cook. From down in the low post, it goes. Houston in the lead. Harden inside the three-point line. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
And Cousins gets it to go.
Oh, I love seeing the power of Cousins on display. The defense has a tough time attempting to contain him.
Here's Rivers following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Harden gets the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot up.
Come on, man. This step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
Here's James after Austin Rivers score. And here is LeBron. He's still scoreless so far in this one. At the top of the key, Cook. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range, LeBron can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 5. Down low. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Gordon. That's 7 points for James Harden.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James kicks to Cook. Nailed from three-point land. Cook's got 5.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Now Harden. It's Rivers on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets ahead, up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays. And
well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Bradley is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Cook in at the point. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating the whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that the life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game. And so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you can say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college.
I would agree.
Well, he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second.
Cousins inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Russell Westbrook comes in for James Harden. Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Quinn Cook. Outside Westbrook. 3-pointer. And the 3-ball is good. Westbrook's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Back to Daniels. To the paint, here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Rondo against Westbrook. McGee with the block. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Count it, in the Houston lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Davis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
Here's Tucker. No good from outside. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. .125 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Rocket lead. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Green in for Daniels.
They haven't needed them as much as I thought they would tonight.
Outside Rondo. 59 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Davis. An easy 2 points on the layup. Davis has got 6.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
For 3, Westbrook buries it from 3-point range. He's got 8.
He's not playing around. I mean, he hit the ground running the first quarter, and he's only turned it up in the second.
Outside Rondo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And like the physicality he brings to the floor, outstanding at drawing fouls while shooting.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Daniel House. And James Harden subbed in for Austin Rivers. And Rondo drops them both. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Tipped away. Westbrook against Rondo. Now here's Westbrook. Defense right on him. Over Rondo. Capella trying to free himself up. Westbrook can't get it to go. Green fires from way outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's a tie game here in Houston. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Houston came ready to play. Their lead at 1 point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. By the end of the first, they had given up the lead only. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin.
And in that that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. And it's Gordon missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev. He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Rondo against Westbrook, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow, well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
From deep Harden, a rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's James. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
And James shows no mercy on his drives to the rim. Vicious at penetrating inside.
He feeds it to Green. And Green slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got in just enough room to get that shot off.
Outside Rondo. With every position creating offense now, which big men do the best job of scoring off the bounce?
That's a good question. LaMarcus Aldridge in San Antonio, Coach Pop has given him the freedom. And Joel Embiid, but we sleep on him because he's 7 foot. But when he faces up in the post, he doesn't usually give you his back. He faces up, triple threat, gives you a jab step, a counter in and out, and gives you something nice. I mean, his ball handling ability is great for a 7-footer, and I like to beat him.
And they continue to control the glass.
Kuzma outside. Here's Davis. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Can't shake Kuzma. Even when you try to get physical with him, he maintains his focus.
And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player. And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Gordon dishes to Capella, and the rejection by Cousins.
Are using great defensive instincts. Cousins will swat anyone's shot away. He's relentless.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
And the Lakers making a change here. Daniels has checked in. Rockets trail by 12. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Over Daniels. A shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Rivers against Caldwell Pope. Daniels with it. Trying to get open is Davis. And yes, it's good. And the Lakers lead by 12.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Daniel House is checked in for the Rockets. Bradley's checked in for the Lakers. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Tucker.
When Tucker gets the feel for his jumper, it adds something to their offense. I mean, he can do some good work on the perimeter.
Pass to Cousins. Back to Bradley. Westbrook pulls it in.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Hit. Shooting one.
The Lakers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
Free throw good. Kuzma.
Coming out of high school, Kuzma was a very raw player, but his development was fast and furious at the college level, and he continued to get better once he entered the NBA.
Now here's Rivers. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. 6 on the shot clock. High arcing shot.
And when we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, well, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot out of bounds.
Rockets trail by 13. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing. How to finish these alley-oops.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I mean, for the ones that aren't stuck in there and, aren't tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action. And there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard. I got to get this free throw.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Come on, don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Well, the Sooners didn't jump out full throttle to sign Cousins in this past free agency. Still wary of his health. Ended up having to take another one-year contract, this time with the Lakers. Cousins, though, still hoping to show he's a franchise caliber player.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
What makes Cousins successful? You have to be willing to challenge people night in and night out at both ends on the floor.
Both free throws good from Cousins.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, G, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Pass to Green. Here's the teardrop, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Lock at 6. LeBron against Capella.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
And the rejection by Cousins. Here's Rondo, and he banks in the layup. Rondo's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, how about the speed of Rondo there? Just terrific at getting in the lane and finishing at the rim.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Well, the Houston Rockets, not exactly a balanced offense. I mean, they lean so heavily on James, but you can't argue with the results.
And Anthony Davis is jacked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Westbrook against Rondo. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And C. Webb with the Rockets offense. The numbers speak for themselves.
But yeah, Kevin, I mean, they had the second best offensive rating last season. I mean, they rely on isolations, threes, and free throws, but it gets the job done for them. We wonder just how far this approach can take them.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 13. Westbrook against LeBron. Westbrook double team. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Westbrook double team. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Tucker. They grab their own miss. Lakers leading by 13. Puts it up for Davis. Hammers the alley-oop through. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Rondo against Westbrook. And Capella sends it back.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Los Angeles.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Davis.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this one.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Westbrook drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Rondo on top. He's covered by Westbrook. It's tipped.
And you know defense is Tucker's calling card. He will pester you, aggravate you, get up in your jersey, make you think twice about trying to shoot over him.
Green deciding where to go with it. Off target with his three. And so here is Houston. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And the jam by Harden.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Green. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.